In tonight's WGN Investigates, the fallout from a fire. It's been nearly 3 years since flames ripped through a suburban condo complex.
As WGN Investigates, Ben Bradley reports, that building's residents are growing restless with the rebuild, and there are lessons for anyone a part of a condo association.
May 2022, a fire started in the top floor of this 36-unit building in Park Ridge.
When I went to go open the door right away, I saw tons and tons of smoke.
There were no serious injuries, though several residents needed rescuing. By the time firefighters put out the flames, the building and most everything inside was destroyed.
It was like nothing I've ever imagined.
Bonnie Lennon was asleep inside her third-floor unit when the fire started. She's told it happened when another resident dropped a candle.
At 11 o'clock-ish, the alarms went off and our life changed totally forever, I think. For me, it was totally a surprise, like you couldn't even imagine anything like this happening.
Gone were Lennon's clothes, most furniture, and belongings.
It was pretty much a total loss. Everything, just everything.
Now, 3 years later, she and other residents say they're still dealing with the aftermath. They live in limbo, still not allowed to return home.
We have been told that there is a gap between the insurance company and the restoration company with how much the restoration company wants to charge and how much the insurance company believes they need to pay.
Residents say they've been told the two sides are millions of dollars apart. Meanwhile, they continue to pay their mortgages, HOA fees, and insurance for units they can't live in, pushing some to the brink of financial ruin.
My frustration level, I don't know if it's frustration, it's just the non-sense of urgency for people who are on the verge of losing everything.
I don't even think we're ever going to go back there, because I don't think it's going to get done in my lifetime.
A new roof and windows were recently installed, but residents say there's no immediate plan to do more.
And there's no end in sight. We don't know.
WGN Investigates has previously reported on how residents of a Hyde Park condo building faced long restoration delays after a fire caused severe financial distress.
People have built large buildings in a year's time. I don't know whose fault it is. I don't know what the problems are. All I know is that I'm out of my home.
It's all boarded up, as we could see. It's home sweet home.
And residents of a Westmont condo building who were forced to pay without a place to stay for nearly 4 years.
Every my money put in this building, apartment, I buy with cash because I sold my apartment in Serbia, my house, everything, and put in this building.
Real estate experts we interviewed say they're not surprised.
I am constantly battling with insurance companies on coverage. Oftentimes there's a delta between what the cost to rebuild and what the insurance company is willing to pay.
The Illinois Condominium Property Act says that in cases like this, owners can either pay the difference between what the insurer is offering and the actual cost, or they can move to sell the property and divvy up the insurance proceeds.
But at the end of the day, there is always a way out if that problem can't be solved.
Ideally, a condo association's insurance should cover the full cost of the rebuild. But insurance premiums in recent years have risen so quickly that many condo associations have taken less coverage to save money.
That's a perilous move, in my view.
Definitely update your coverage every single year. I mean, part of the problem is the cost of building materials have gone sky high. It's since COVID, and it hasn't gotten any cheaper.
In the case of the Park Ridge complex, residents say they aren't sure why the two sides are so far apart, with them stuck in the middle.
I could guess that it's just the cost of living, cost of materials, cost of labor has all increased. And if they would have gotten it done in the beginning, it would have cost a lot less. But now everything is escalating.
It'll be 3 years in May. Residents question how long they can wait and keep paying for condos that aren't even livable.
These are people's homes, their lives, their, everything.
We want it done, we want it finished, because it's not up to us. Nothing is up to us.
Experts say condo owners can file a lawsuit, but many are reluctant to do so because it adds legal complexity to an already messy situation. Best bet, make sure your condo association is fully insured for the full cost to rebuild. Ben Bradley, WGN Investigates.